groceries away. We are getting ready to go on an adventure. I'm so excited. And let's power up this van, get this refrigerator going, and get these groceries put away and get on the road. Don't judge me. All right, good afternoon, my friends. I have just landed in the Eastern Sierras. So there is snow on the mountains, but it's about 85 degrees here at the campground. I was so surprised. I mean, it feels nice to me, but it's definitely a little warm here today. So I kind of researched this quirky little campground that I landed at. And honestly, when I first drove in, I drove through it and drove back out. I was like, I'm not feeling it. But I came back around, I saw a county worker, it's a county campground, and I talked to him, and he's like, listen, I drive through here 6 times a day, it's a very quiet campground, you're gonna be fine. So I felt better about it. So I actually could not find my site number because they're not numbered really well, but I just pulled in and grabbed like the best campsite that I could find. And I literally have, which I will show you in a minute, this beautiful view of the Eastern Sierras that are covered in snow right now, while I'm down here and it's 85 degrees. It's like the best. There's a creek that goes through both sides of the campground. So I did grab my fishing license before I came and some live bait, and I'm gonna try my hand at fishing. I did want to share my Aldi haul with you. So this is just for a couple of days, so I didn't buy a lot, but it was like 50 bucks and I pretty much got everything I need. So I'm gonna share that with you right now. So Aldi haul, ready? 2 big waters, right? Coffee and water, gotta stay hydrated. Cheddar, whoops. I did bring some things from home as well. I brought some yogurt, I brought the broccoli from home, some butter, just kind of things that I had on hand. But yeah, for 50 bucks, I feel like I got a lot of good stuff. So we're gonna be cooking and we're gonna do some fishing. So I am going to put this stuff away, get ready to go explore, and I'm gonna take you guys along with me. So those of you who do not know who I am, my name is Lori. I travel in my Ford Transit 350 RV build out, do camping, adventuring, things like that. And for those of you who follow my channel, welcome back. All right. Looks like some wildflowers are starting to bloom. I can smell them. They smell super sweet. And there's my spot. Yeah. Beautiful. If I ask you, don't hold back on me. All right, you guys. So I did just a little exploring, just like right outside. So my van is right over there. There's my van. Okay, I did kind of go over some barbed wire, but I'm sure it's going to be fine. But look what I found. So this creek splits off, and this is beautiful. So that's the creek that the fish are in. So I'm going to go down there, and we're going to drop our line in, and it's going to be great. Let's go. I'm still kind of mindful of wildlife out here. I don't think the snakes are out right now, but you know, just trying to stay safe, people. Oh my gosh, beautiful. All right, all right. This is what I'm talking about. This is where the fish are. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Let's put you right here. Make sure you got a good view. All right. We can see everything clear. Are we really happy here? There's a shadow rising on the wall. I'm not sure if they've stocked this creek yet, but oh my god, it's so beautiful. I'm so glad I stumbled across. Look. Like, I feel like this is going to be a much better situation. So pretty. I love it. Look at those mountains. Are you kidding me right now? And I don't know what these are that are blooming, but they're beautiful and they smell so good. They smell like honeysuckle almost. Beautiful. The mountains, and right away it got a little cool, so it was like super warm today, and within like 10 minutes the temperature went down, but it feels good. So with that said, it was just super hot, and I don't know, I'm not that hungry, and I didn't feel like cooking, so I'm gonna enjoy this beautiful evening. You guys, the sun is going down. I'm just gonna kind of do a few things before I jump in the van. I'm going to spray my tires with peppermint oil to try and keep the critters out, and I'm gonna hook up my solar lights for safety reasons. Go in. All right, you guys, this is crazy lighting. I am tackling this bed because I haven't done anything with it before I go to bed. I have all my clothes here, so I'm going to put everything away and get my bed ready. But what a great little campground. So like I said, when I first got here, I wasn't quite sure about it. I feel like I'm like that with a lot of campgrounds. I almost prefer dispersed camping and feel safer when I'm by myself. But when I looped back around, the county worker guy in the truck was driving around, so I stopped him, and he assured me that this campground is very quiet and they don't have any problems here, and that he would be around like sometimes 5 to 6 times a day to check on everything. So I felt good about that. And I've got this beautiful view, and I think it's going to be fine. I do feel safe in my van, so we're going to be fine. But I think tomorrow morning I'm going to, there's another campground down the road. I think I'm going to check that out because word on the street is there's good fishing there. I did find the bigger section of the creek here at this campground. Might try tomorrow. I did try a little bit today, but not very much. It was getting dark. We'll try and fish that again tomorrow probably as well. But yeah, we're just gonna venture out a little bit. And I've always, gone to Mammoth, and I've explored a little bit of Bishop, but I've never been like Independence area. So this road, which is Market Street, goes way back in the mountains. I started going back there, and I was like, oh, this is gonna take me way back in the mountains. So I might go tomorrow, grab some more gas, and then just take the drive up there and see where it goes. It was beautiful. There is snow up there, so I don't know how far I can go with my van, but there's got to be some good fishing up there, I would imagine. I don't know when they stock these creeks, so maybe they're just not stocked right now, but I don't know. We're going to find all that out tomorrow. So anyways, I'm going to finish putting my clothes away and probably I'll probably do some reading, because that's what I do. Brush my teeth and get ready to go to bed. It was warm last night. I was not expecting that. I just put the sweatshirt on this morning. Yeah, I slept with the windows open. I was not expecting that. But it's a little cool this morning. But I'm so excited because right outside my little bedroom window here, view of the Sierra Mountains, snow-covered mountains. I woke up and I'm like, this is why. This is why. Oh. So yeah, I'm going to make some coffee, enjoy this morning, and hopefully get some sunrise photos. That's the plan. Good morning, everyone. Good morning from the Eastern Sierras. All right, let's see if I can show you the view out the window. I look at this and it reminds me of my why all the time. I'm like, I really hadn't just gotten up yesterday, hadn't really quite decided where I was going. And I feel like when I have space to make those decisions and navigating through it, whether this was safe or not, things like that, you know, it's always decision making, but it's always putting one foot in front of the other. And I'm always so grateful when I land. And I feel like life does not disappoint me. It just doesn't. And this morning is a great example of that. I mean, this is just amazing. And by the way, this little campground was like $14 a night. It was very doable. And in the front, it's very unassuming. It's right by the highway, but I kind of went over the bridge and in the back and just happened to stumble across this beautiful campsite. So I'm feeling very lucky this morning. First order of business. You know, you buy these things on Amazon when you go to get your van ready and you're like, am I ever going to use this? There you go. All right, you guys, I kind of know what I'm doing and I kind of don't. It's kind of shallow here, so I think I'm going to try to put a bobber on my line. it doesn't get stuck on the bottom. So that's my goal. Alright, I probably just need a small one. Oh, do I need to put the line through? Is that how this is working? Alright, we're gonna see. First of all, I need my glasses. Let's see if I can see what's going on there. I think I might be able to. Alright, so we're gonna give this a try. I'm thinking I got my little worm going here. Alright. Is that how it works? Alright, I'm gonna say success. Little trout nugget. There we go. Let's do half one. Got a little worm and a little power bait. I actually have that live bait too in the refrigerator. I totally forgot about that. So we can do double worms later if we want. All right. All right. Let's go catch us some fish. All right, you guys, I think I'm gonna try fishing off this little bridge. I kind of walked down to the water, but there's like a lot of rocks and crevices, and I'm just super afraid of snakes right now. So I'm gonna stay on this bridge. We're gonna just drop the line in and see what happens. All right, you guys, I'm kind of getting skunked here. So I think I'm going to go with the plan B. I think I'm going to head towards the Sierras. It's going to be a little cooler up there. So I think I'm going to continue on that road that my campsite is on. I believe it goes like 13 miles up that road to a dead end to a trailhead. And I believe there's a couple of campgrounds that I can fish at. So I'm going to head towards the mountains and probably have lunch up there. It is definitely warm down here in the Owens Valley, and it might be too late to be fishing here, but I haven't seen any fish at all. So there's that. So we are on the hunt for fish. Back in the van. So I'm just not having any luck fishing today, but I did find this really pretty spot. It's in these cabins, which I think they're national forest cabins. There's nobody in them, so hopefully I'm not like trespassing, but there's just no fish. I don't see any fish, so we're gonna keep on moving. I've got one other spot that I want to try. Just no trout to be seen. So I'm gonna head back down the hill and try one more area that pulls up on my Google Maps that's on my way back to camp, and see, you know, if I can't find me a fish. Alright you guys, I am back at the campsite after a long day of trying to catch a fish, and I was unsuccessful. I didn't even get a nibble. So I went first to an area that a local lady suggested called sand traps, and I guess there's several of them throughout the valley, but this was the closest one. And so it's basically just a man-made reservoir type small situation where a couple of creeks come together and they dam it up a little bit. I think it's for irrigation, things like that, but there's supposed to be fish in there. So that was the first place I went. Yeah, I didn't even get a nibble, and I tried like all the different pools. Now granted, it was pretty warm out already, so maybe like I, you know, missed my time there, but I was sad about that. So from there, I went past my campground all the way up the hill, which goes to Kearsarge Pass, where like the PCT hikers go through and stuff, but the road was closed about halfway up. So I pulled off and found these like cabins where there was a beautiful creek, you know, coming down, and I thought for sure there's going to be trout in there. And so I spent about an hour there, dropping my line in, switching it out, nothing. I didn't even see a fish. So I don't know where the fish are, but they're not here. So then I decided I'm going to go get a beer. So I drove 40 miles to Bishop to their brewery, which was great. I had like a little bit of lunch, and I actually didn't drink beer because I was driving, but I did bring one back. So, and it's actually a sour, and it was really good. So I'll have that later, but I'm going to just try fishing here at this campground just to see if maybe I can, you know, catch a fish. It's really nice right now. I have my back door open. I can hear the creek, and the wind is coming through because it is definitely warm. It was like 84 again today, so really warm, but you know, there's not a bad day when you're fishing. So even if you don't catch any fish, it's still a great day. So I'm gonna go, when it cools down a little bit, I'm gonna go back over to the bigger part of the creek and just drop my line in and maybe bring my beer and just see if I can't get a nibble. And then the plan is to come back and cook a little dinner. And then tomorrow I'm gonna get up in the morning and head back home. It definitely wasn't a long enough trip. So I'm gonna hang out right here for a little bit and relax, because yeah, I was just running all over the place trying to catch fish today. All right, you guys, I think I'm gonna head back out. It's almost 6 o'clock. It's still pretty warm, but I'm gonna see if the fish are biting. And before I do that, I am gonna open up my crowler, I guess they call it, that I got from Mountain Rambler Brewery in Bishop. It's a raspberry prickly pear sour. Yeah, I'll finish. I don't know if I'll finish the rest, but I'll drink it out of the can. Ooh, here comes the ranger. Nope, he's going the other way. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna grab my beer to go. I'm gonna get all my fishing stuff together, and we're gonna head over to the creek and we're gonna see if we can catch a fish. That's what we're doing. see any fish. We can walk a little bit and maybe see if there's some other places that might be better. That's what we're gonna do. Alright, you guys, the flies are swarming. I don't think they're mosquitoes, but I covered myself in mosquito spray and I'm going down to the creek, so wish me luck, you guys. Alright, you guys, I think I'm just kind of convinced that fishing is a bust this trip, which is fine. Oh my gosh, the sun is going behind the mountains right now, so maybe I'm just gonna have like a campfire and finish my beer, and that's gonna be my activity. I did see something cool on the way back to the van that I want to show you guys. I didn't catch any fish. I'm kind of bummed about that, but that's okay. It's been an amazing trip, and I love this little spot, so I am going to do a little more research next time I go fishing. Yeah, to see, like, you know, when they stock these creeks and things like that. But yeah, you know, I tried. So as I was walking, I started noticing off the path mortar. I'm not sure what the technical name is for, but I know that the native people used to grind their acorns in the rocks like that. I'm going to look that up when I get back to the van because I want to know what that's called. But I see them all throughout here, and I know that this was a place where indigenous people had set up camps, but I didn't notice that until I was walking today. And there's some more over here. Did do a little research about this area. Camp Independence, established on July 4th, 1862 during the Owens Valley Indian War, served as a military post to protect settlers from Native Americans and was later reoccupied due to renewed conflict, ultimately abandoned in 1877. Camp Independence became known as Fort Independence in the Owens Valley. This area was known as the Paiute Territory. I can't find my little saw that I had in the van. I hope I didn't leave it at a campground somewhere. I'll have to do a deep dive when I get home. So I brought out the trusty split cutter, wood cutter, because I need to trim that bush. I can't have a fire over there and like light the place on fire. So I'm gonna see if I can hack away at that bush so that I can have a fire. If not, I'll have to use the ring maybe next door. But that's what bat in the house in here. No fish, no fire. I don't know. Plan C. All right, you guys. The broccoli is nice and tender. So we're going to... I'm not really sure because I think you're supposed to boil this, but we're going to just not do that since I don't have a boiling pot in the van. We're going to add some water. My glorified top ramen that I got at Aldi. It has a flavor packet too. We're gonna just put some water in our pan, maybe like that much. And then we're going to put our noodles in. Whoop. And see how that goes. It's like packet that we can season it with. So I'll let you know. I did add the broccoli, you know, spice it up a little bit, but we had to cook inside because the wind kicked up. And so now I'm a little concerned, and I'm parked in not like a good way for the wind. So I might at some point repark the van before I go to bed. I don't know, we'll see. Today's been an interesting day. No fish, no fire, you know. A little bit challenging, but it's all good. Let's see how that is. We can always add more. Okay. This is it. You can see it. All right, you guys. I'm going to bed. I'm not even changing. It's actually really hot, warm. It's not hot, but it's warm. So I'm just sleeping in my shorts. And yeah, that's what we're doing. So good night, everybody. Good morning, you guys. So I slept in. I got up like at 3:30, like wide awake, and I was like, no, I cannot be up by 3:30. So I tried for like an hour and a half to go back to sleep, and I finally did, and then I woke up kind of late. So my goal is today is to like do a wipe down shower and be a human again, because I literally fell asleep on top of my covers in my shorts that I wore yesterday. Pretty bad, but I was tired in the beginning. So anyways, I'm going to put all this stuff away here, get my van ready to go, and then I think I was looking up another sand trap on the way home. I think I might stop there if it's not too far off the road and try and fish again, because I heard that they stock those in early March, so there might be fish there. So I'm going to try and hurry up, drink my coffee, and get on the road so I can start fishing in the morning and then head back home. That is the tentative plan. We'll see. I'll keep you updated. Good morning, everybody. All right, good morning, my friends. I am looking for another sand trap this morning. I literally got up, I'm still in my pajamas, by the way, and Googled, because last night when I was up at 3 in the morning, I was like searching other sand trap areas and reading a little bit more about what the sand traps are. So they're basically creeks or aqueducts that they dam up to sift the sand, because the water's moving so fast through the valleys that it collects a lot of sand. So they dam it up to collect the sand, and they decided like, hey, why don't we just stop these little dams and create a fishing situation? So people are like, oh, they're kind of hidden things. No, they're not hidden. They were actually made for us. So I'm gonna try my hand to see if I can't catch a fish before I go today. So it's, let's see, it's 8 o'clock. I only have like an hour or so, but I'm literally gonna have my breakfast here. I'm gonna do some fishing, probably get dressed, maybe fish in my pajamas, I don't know. And yeah, and then I'll head back home. So this one, I'll draw a little map of the sand trap. This is by Manzanar, off the 395. So this is Shepherd. Whoop, hello. This is Shepherd Creek sand trap. So we're gonna see. I'm feeling hopeful. They said that they stock it early March, so there should be fish in here. I'll touch back with you as soon as I get there. It's kind of a gravel road. I think it's 1.5 miles, so not too bad. I'll see when I get there. All right, you guys, I'm out here. I got myself into a little bit of a situation. I'm gonna have to kind of crawl this van, make sure that I don't scrape anything underneath, but yeah, we're just gonna, there's no place to turn around, so yeah, we're gonna navigate through this. Wish me luck. Guys, here's the latest. I am like 0.3 miles away from the reservoir where I guess the sand traps are, but there's no way this next section my van's gonna do. My van will do it 100%. It's everything underneath. It's too rutted and bumpy, like I'm gonna be breaking everything underneath, and I'm so sad because I just navigated through that section. It was so fun. There's a big part of me that's like, let's just get all the stuff out from underneath it. I don't need all the RV stuff. Throw some off-road tires on this baby, and this all-wheel drive 350 would handle anything. Like, it was a champ. I know I'm sad. I might turn around and park for a minute and just see how far, but it feels like it's quite a ways away. So like a half a mile. I don't think I want to walk a half a mile. Like, I like fishing, but yeah. And it's hot. It's getting hot. So I don't know. I might have to call it, but this was an adventure, 100%. So now I'm just gonna back up, and we're gonna have to turn around here somehow and then do that whole section over again. Yeah. All right, let's see how this works. Also the situation is the road is sandy, so I'm literally having to like gun it to get through the sand sections, which, you know, good times. All right, I'm gonna get out and navigate this 18-point turn, and yeah, so I'm gonna flip you around, see how close I was to the reservoir and the road over here. But yeah, I just think I don't want to get stuck. Like, I like watching, I like watching Matt's off-road recovery, but I don't want to be a participant. All right, you guys, here goes nothing. We're gonna head back. All right. Gonna keep on rolling here. All right, we're gonna jump up this way. Well, oh, I know, my van's like warning me of all these things like that. And we're gonna navigate through this section here. I know. I probably have scraped a little paint off my girl, but you know what? It really gets me thinking about modifying this van to have more clearance, because I like being off the beaten path, and I don't want to get stuck because that's a dangerous situation, and I don't want to break anything underneath the van. This van will not, I know, this van will not get stuck. I mean, it would take a lot to get it stuck. But again, I don't want to break anything underneath it. So maybe some off-road tires, a little lift, I don't know. I don't even use half the stuff that's underneath the van anyways. All right, here we go. This is the crawling section. We're gonna navigate through. I know. I'm feeling more confident than I did coming in. All right. Thank you, van. Thank you, Vanna. You're a champ. All right, here we go. We're gonna do a little crawling. The main thing is to keep high so that I don't scrape. So I'm gonna come in this way, I think. We're gonna see how this works. All right. Doing good, doing good, doing good, doing good. This rock, lift it up a little bit. Okay, here we go. Woo! Man, beautiful. All right. Okay. The rest of this I can navigate for sure. Yeah, so much for catching a fish. Like, that just wasn't in the cards. But this was kind of a fun little adventure, you know? But yeah, I think I'm just gonna call it. It did not say anything about 4-wheel drive only or anything like that. So I just assumed it was a county maintained road, but this was not. This is definitely off-roady. Needs a cup of coffee. I am still in my pajamas, by the way. Woohoo! Here at Lone Pine, I think it's a county park. I did like a wipe down shower. I put deodorant on, no makeup, but I feel like $1 million. Like I'm ready to go again. But I do have to head back home, so I did make a cup of coffee sitting here in the parking lot, and I'm gonna have breakfast, which is this, and probably use the restroom and then head back home. But I am sad that I did not catch fish this trip. But that little off-road adventure was actually pretty fun, even though it was little scary, and it's good because it's a learning experience. So I'm definitely going to look into what it will take to get this van lifted. I probably won't be able to do it right away, but it's definitely something on the agenda. And then I'm also going to next, because I want to come back up here, but next time I'm going to do a little research before I start going fishing, because I definitely didn't have any luck this time, and I'm usually pretty good at that. But I'm kind of sad. I've been enjoying this trip, and again, it makes me wonder, like, could I do this full time? Or at least I could definitely do a year of traveling. There is a lot of things that you have to navigate through when you're in your van. It's constant thinking ahead, you know, safety situations, where you're going to sleep, you know, just cost, making it make sense, all of that stuff. But man, it's amazing. It's amazing. I love the freedom that it does give. So here's to another adventure, and the drive back to the city, which I don't look forward to. And thank you guys for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Again, the goal is to get this channel monetized so I can get on the road. So tell your friends, like and subscribe, leave me comments, tell me all the things. Like, I know some of it's silly, and I'm not a professional videographer by any stretch of the imagination, but what I am trying to give you guys is true content, real me, and you know, just to navigate through life a little bit together and to go on these adventures together. So that's my goal, you guys. So again, love you guys, and we'll talk soon. Bye. Cheddar, whoops. All right, you guys, I think I'm gonna try fishing off this little bridge. And I made a big mess. I'm going down to the creek. So I brought up the trusty split cutter.